Thank you very much, Jenny. Yeah, she's absolutely right. The winds are actually decreasing as far as the numbers go, but because now it's blowing back on shore, we're actually blowing it right across the water of the Gulf, and there's just nothing really to slow it down. So even though it's going to pull away, it's right up in here now, and it's going to move up in this direction, because the wind's going to come in out of the west, even though it decreases, we're going to keep a steady breeze through the afternoon. It's going to be less than what we've seen so far. Pretty much the worst is behind us at this particular point. We still have the tropical storm warning, but they've been cut back for many areas, especially over on the southeast coast. Now, these will cut down pretty soon here because we've got winds sustained in the 20s, gusts in the 30s. We saw gusts in the 60s earlier, but it looks like a lot of that's going to come down. 35 is the gust in Tampa, 36 in St. Pete, 35 in Sarasota, but the sustained winds 20, 25 miles per hour, 26 mile per hour sustained wind right now in Lake Wales. Again, I think these will be coming down. Some of the highest winds we're going to see are in the Pasco Hernando area, or at least what we're going to see from here on right now. And you can see the heavier rain here as well. Look what's happening down here. You see this yellow is kind of working its way to the north. There's drier air working in to eat some of that rain up. The whole thing is moving to the north and west as well. So basically, that means this thing is really moving on out of here. All of those dots you see there are tropical storm force wind reports. That means 40 mile per hour wind gusts or higher. So it verified. We had quite a bit of that across the area. You can see rainfall is it's not terrible, right? Those areas in the purple in Pasco County, Dade City, Zephyr Hills, almost to Lutz, Wesley Chapel even. There'll be a couple spots that end up about 2 to 3 inches. Some spots will see more than that. But overall, we're going to end up with about 1.5 to 3 inches of rainfall. Here's the track, and you can see it's moving to the northwest at 7 miles per hour. Well, excuse me, to the west-northwest at 16 miles per hour. But by 7 o'clock tonight, it's crossed the Gulf and is back almost to a 4th landfall. So 1 in Great Abaco, 1 in Grand Bahama, 1 near Vero Beach, and number 4 will be up there somewhere in the Panhandle, in the Big Bend area, and then it will become extratropical and basically fall apart. Let's go hour by hour now. So this is 2:30. See the breaks in the rain, but look what's happening here. The rain's not done, so we'll really have to watch Manatee County into Pinellas and Hillsborough, but by 5 o'clock, you see it starting to thin out. Continues to happen as we move through the evening hours. That's about midnight tonight. Most of the rain's even out of here. Still a little bit breezy, but you can see our forecast winds now. We're only around 15 miles per hour. So let's talk about what it's like out there and the wind. Grant's been following this all morning long with meteorologist Tyler Moore as well. Grant?
Yeah, those winds shifting, right? And you can really start to see just the nastiness and that surf picking up there at Clearwater Beach. Not what Clearwater Beach typically looks like, right? The pier is getting a good pounding right now. Fortunately, it's holding up, unlike some piers over on the East Coast when Nicole made landfall as a hurricane. 70 degrees out there. Yeah, it's raining. Wind speeds out of the west-southwest in Clearwater Beach at 22 miles per hour. Let's talk about these winds as we go through the rest of our day. Like Bobby mentioned, they will gradually begin to decrease. It'll still be windy. It'll still be breezy. Of course, still a chance of rain. But notice, watch as the storm tracks up to the north. Those winds shift to the west. Then they start to shift to the southwest. We're already seeing some of the water levels a little higher than normal, about 1 to 2 feet above normal. That'll be a concern through the Nature Coast as well as we head through the overnight into early tomorrow morning. We're talking the potential for a surge, not a guarantee, but we're looking at the potential for 3 to 5 feet of above normal water levels. That could result in some coastal flooding through the Nature Coast into the Big Bend. The Bay Area, we're already seeing 1 to 2 feet, maybe a half foot more of some water rise as those winds push up the water into the bay. But the winds will be relaxing. They won't be quite as strong as they were earlier on this morning. A look at some of the tides for Crystal River, 5:42 high tide, and then another high tide through 5:13 early tomorrow morning. So gradually improving conditions through tonight into tomorrow morning, maybe a shower tomorrow morning. But again, I think we start to get back into some sunshine, temperatures back up to 81 degrees. Still breezy tomorrow, but setting up to what will be a very nice weekend. Sunshine through the weekend, highs in the 70s with maybe a sprinkle as a cold front moves through on Sunday. After that, shaping up for a very nice week. We're on the radio. You can catch us on the Dove 105.5, the Eagle 107.3, the New SRQ in Sarasota, and Magic 94.9.